Buongiorno ragazzi, bentornati allo Scumbar con il vostro Wet Soul in questa live speciale perché io sono mezzo influenzato, però con la scusa ci vediamo e continuiamo un pochino Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty che ieri sera comunque abbiamo tra l'altro continuato. Dovrebbe esserci in live con me in questo momento il nostro Gabriele Wiz, vediamo. Gabri?
Ma si sente che sei raffreddato, si sente.
Ma anche tu non
Buonasera.
scherzi, eh?
Anzi, buongiorno, buongiorno. Non mi sono
Buongiorno.
abituato a dire buongiorno. Siamo sempre di sera, di solito.
Tranne la domenica, praticamente.
Infatti.
Quindi,
Buongiorno a tutti.
buongiorno. Siamo un po' anche indietro con Legend of Dragoon, ma con questa voce non me la sento proprio di fare doppiaggio e cose varie. Quindi ci buttiamo su Metal Gear 2, così passiamo un po' di tempo. Siamo arrivati, diciamo, verso la fase finale, anche se non credo che lo finirò adesso, probabilmente lo finirò stasera. Sarebbe bello anche passare a Metal Gear Solid 3, ma non credo di avere
Mm,
tutto questo tempo. Quindi vediamo. Intanto oggi
Piano
diciamo,
piano.
la prima rogna della giornata sarà quella di salvare Emma, o per me salvare, difendere Emma nel passaggio dalla struttura L alla Shell 1, quindi fucile di cecchino, fucile di precisione e tanta buona pazienza.
Nel frattempo ti chiedo di ricondividermi lo schermo perché si è chiusa la
Ah, si
condivisione.
è chiusa.
Sì,
E ormai, aspetta, faccio passare la sigla e
sì,
poi
sì.
te la ricondivido. Ma questa me la tengo per tutte le cose, tutte le live di Metal Gear Solid 2 perché merita.
No, bello, bello.
Manco a mettere la sigla dello Scumbar, ci mettiamo quella di Metal Gear Solid 2 direttamente. Sa che c'ha il taglio cinematografico quasi da serie TV. Eh sì, comunque mette sempre i brividi, non ci posso fare niente. Allora, un attimo che condividiamo lo schermo al nostro Gabriele. Un attimo che così segue in presa diretta la live. Ok, perfetto. Tu avevi giocato Peace Walker, vero?
Ho giocato Portable Ops.
Peace Walker non l'hai giocato?
No,
Quindi ti mancano Peace Walker e Metal Gear V.
esatto, mi mancano quei due. Più eventuali spin-off.
Allora, devi considerare che... È finito. Dov'è Emma? Ah, ecco, sta avanzando. Devi considerare che comunque Portable Ops non è canonico. È un semicanonico. Quindi te lo giochi o non te lo giochi è la stessa cosa.
Cioè, beh, ormai l'ho giocato.
Sì, infatti. Che cazzo è successo?
Emma! Emma!
Ma che si è
Avrà morso
spaventata?
il pesce palla.
Pesce palla. Ma forse si è spaventata. Che avevo sparato al tipo. E forse
Il tipo ha sparato contemporaneamente a te.
Non penso.
O c'era un altro tizio e non l'hai visto.
A meno che non ci sono mine.
Non mi pare ci siano mine.
Sì, ci sono le Claymore.
Emma! Emma!
Allora devo usare il... sì, ora che me l'ero dimenticato. Allora. Ti dicevo io, ma... Aspetta. Ecco. Tazzarabba. Guarda quando ce n'è.
Sì, liscio.
Ah.
Liscio di nuovo.
Ma ne ho di Azapam. Sì, ce l'ho. Ok. Ok. Preso. Giusto per essere al sicuro, va. Quando quello ce lo togliamo. Una mosca birichina che è appena entrata a casa. E mi deve scassare la manchia.
Sono altri due tizi di fronte.
Che cazzo?
Sono male.
Presa. Ah, ma poi ti puoi anche rialzare. Sì, vabbè. Preso. Oh, voglio essere proprio essere tentati da uccidere i gabbiani. Vabbè, è arrivata alla struttura. Preso. Preso.
Finalmente. Gli hai fatto la sagoma praticamente.
Sì, in pratica sì. Dove è finita? Ah, eccola. Ma chi è? Che c'è?
Right, and where do you think you're going? Your job is to...
Ah, vabbè, pensavo che si poteva salire al piano superiore, non rompere.
E invece no. Almeno lì in linea non ce ne sono.
Perché mi stanno telefonando continuamente?
Snake, can you hear me? Yeah, nice and clear. I've reached my sniping position on strut E. I'll provide support fire from here. Right. Do me a favor and take out whatever I miss. Just call me when you want me to shoot.
Chi è che sta sparando? Ah, ok,
Il
infatti.
coso volante, il coso volante.
Preso. Cypher per l'esattezza. Ce ne saranno altri sicuramente.
Ogni volta che penso a Cypher penso a Matrix, non ci posso fare niente.
Ah sì. Ui, lì c'è un tizio. Ma se magari la prendiamo una pillolina. Dove?
La pillolina.
Preso. Che mira di merda. Chi è che spara? Ah, no, c'è un altro. Ops, finiti. Mi sa che quello è Snake.
Eh sì, mi sa proprio che quello è Snake.
È entrata? Non la vedo più. Frattempo. Quelle sono mine. Ah! Preso. Presa. Attenzione. Preso.
È stato un bel colpo.
Sì, è stato un bel colpo. Preso. Però devo controllare la piattaforma questa qui. Non mi sembra che ci siano altre mine Claymore. Io non ne vedo. Minchia. Che cosa? Dove? Ah, ecco. Preso.
Lei dov'è?
Ma poi tutto io lo sto facendo il lavoro. C'è Snake che non gli sta sparando a sti cosi. Che ti pareva?
Ti ha detto che devi dirglielo quando vuoi che spari.
Io lo devo dire? Come io lo devo dire?
Così è detto. Non lo so. Buttagli una voce.
Strike! Penso che il peggio sia passato. Penso. Dov'è? Ah, eccolo. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Ma che cazzo? Sì, ma c'è Snake sulla sua destra, perché non fa nulla anche lui?
Punto. Se c'è è due passi.
Aspetta. Una mira precisa al centro di... Preso! 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 Cazzo! Preso! Comunque basterebbe anche un colpo di fucile da cecchino per farti crepare. Ah, bene, a posto. L'ha ferita comunque.
Allora, forse era ora che Snake facesse qualcosa.
Sì, infatti, tutto io ho dovuto fare. Non è stato per il colpo che ho fatto io. Cioè, lui un colpo e li shotta. L'ha accoltellata comunque. L'ha pugnalata dalla schiena.
Right. Emma's been stabbed. That bastard. How bad is it? She's conscious, but the bleeding's bad. I'm bringing her over there right now. Ryden, get that disc over here as soon as possible. I'm afraid her time's running out. I'll be there.
Ah, ecco, si fa lui tutto il percorso. Non aveva senso che facevi tutto il giro di nuovo. Ah, siamo arrivati alla struttura, perfetto.
Snake, what's your situation over there? Emma seems to be, doing something to GW's defensive capabilities. All we need now is your disc. You'd better hurry. I don't think she's gonna make it. How's the bleeding? She's... just get over here. You'll find the coast is clear with everybody aboard Arsenal right now. Understood.
Ok. Non è rimasto nessuno, c'è già una guardia qui. Non è rimasto nessuno. Dove siamo? Oh, ho trovato la telecamera digitale. Allora, dobbiamo andare nella struttura. Aspetta, cazzo, dov'è che si trovava? Ah, la Shell 1, ok. Alla Shell.
Sperando che sia lavato.
C'è un cipher qua sopra. C'è un cazzo di cipher che esplode molto
facilmente.
facilmente.
Pure tu.
Se becchi la telecamera, sì. Minchia. Il problema è un altro.
Vero, me li ho scordati questi punti qua, maledetti. E non parliamo dei pericolosi gabbiani.
Che tu non hai fatto le missioni VR.
Quante volte sei scivolato?
No, c'è una missione VR praticamente qua nel 2, dove devi appenderti e devi passare da un confine di muro all'altro.
Il corridoio è minato.
Il corridoio è minato.
Eccola lì.
Sono un creativo, potevo fare anche il giro. Povera Emma, manco il tempo è già subito.
Ridotta male.
Il parrocchetto c'è.
How's Emma? I think he got some internal organs. We can't stop the bleeding.
I'm here.
Got the disc. Emma set everything up. Apparently all you have to do is pop in the disc. That should insert the virus into the AI.
Is it working?
Just leave it to Emma. What the?
An antibody agent?
Pure l'antivirus
The
c'era.
connection's been cut.
Is the virus upload complete?
I don't think so. The count stopped at 90%. Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes. But a portion of the worm cluster might have been altered after the disc left Emma's hands.
By the Patriots?
Will the virus still work?
C'è un problema
I
di
have no
sincronia.
idea.
Hal, is everything all right?
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Good. At least I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Yeah, that's right.
What if the virus doesn't work?
Either destroy that thing, or take out Solidus and his men.
How do we get on board?
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Hal, I always...
What is it?
wanted to see you again.
You don't hate me?
Never. I never wanted to get in your way. I never wanted to hurt you. I thought that with Arsenal, if I followed in your footsteps, I could be closer. I just wanted you to look at me. Look at me as a woman.
Hey, I could never do that.
Don't be so honest. It hurts.
Sorry.
Can I ask you one last favor?
Come una donna?
Call me Emma.
What?
Please call me Emma.
La loro erano fratellastro, c'erano mi pare stessa madre, ma
What's wrong with
da
EE?
padri diversi, non mi ricordo.
Emma? 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 Answer me! Ah. Ah. I didn't leave you. Because of the accident, I had a relationship with your mother. She seduced me. And it went on. My father's death was no accident. He took his own life. It was my fault, all my fault. Forgive me, Emma.
Attention! Arsenal gear is ready for launch. Evacuate the upper levels immediately.
Sounds like they're cutting this area loose. What do you mean?
It means we're gonna sink.
We have to get the hostages out.
What about the camera repairs?
Done.
We won't be able to get everybody aboard.
We'll just have to take as many as we can.
My sister won't be able to come with us.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm always the survivor. Why, Wolf?
Ha ricordato Sniper Wolf?
Sì. Suo grande amore.
Otacon, take care of the hostages.
What about you guys?
We got other arrangements.
Allora, ho capito, ha detto che ha avuto anche una relazione con la mamma di
We're gonna
Emma.
have to sink that thing if the virus doesn't work.
Esatto.
I should be going with you.
You've got your job. We've got ours.
You mean I'd only get in your way?
Wrong. Only you can save those hostages. Got it?
Right. Listen, the two of you won't be able to destroy that thing. Eliminate the enemy. That's your only option.
Diciamo c'è una velata cosa che potrebbe essere non solo sua sorella ma anche
E.E.?
Ma anche?
sua figlia.
Try to get as many hostages out as you can.
Ah,
It's a short
addirittura.
flight to the shore, so don't worry about overloading the
Si è avuto una relazione con sua madre.
Leave it to me.
Bisogna vedere l'età com'erano comunque.
Certo. Cioè, Emma era molto giovane comunque rispetto a Otacon. Potrebbe anche essere plausibile.
I'm counting on you, Otacon.
Al, I miss you. Al, I miss you.
E pure il pappagallo che io deve ripetere.
I miss you. I miss you.
You and me, we're the same.
Mischino Otacon, ma è una gioia.
Both you and I,
È vero.
we were always alone. Always. We only wanted to be loved. We were
Non
always
ti preoccupare, War. Buongiorno.
waiting for somebody.
Ciao War Bumper.
Somebody who would love us.
Stiamo
when
facendo
we were
una
wrong.
piccola live di transizione perché tanto non
You
penso
can't wait
che
to be loved.
riusciamo a finirlo entro le 2
You
meno
have
un
to go out
quarto.
and find it. 4 years ago, I realized that you can't just wish for a happy family. You have to make it happen. I only wish I knew that sooner. I learned that I could love.
Ciao
As
Palcex,
you probably
buongiorno. Sì, sì, il balzo dalla PS1 e alla 2 è stato mostruoso. A
You think he's gonna
360
be
gradi.
okay?
Ciao Palcex.
He's tougher than he looks. Consider it done.
Now, how do we open this thing?
You can come out now.
A
Oh.
ninja? What the?
Arsenal's going to take off.
Che ovviamente non è Grey Fox.
A few things. This time, don't fail us.
Anzi, tra l'altro la tuta di questo ninja è molto più figa.
Bedtime riding. I would do
Penso
that.
che sia anche perché c'è stato il balzo.
Changing sides now?
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours.
Damn it. You!
Ready for some shut-eye?
Infatti è Olga Gulugovic. Sì. Ovviamente non era Grey Fox perché era morto nel Metal Gear Solid 1. Anche se Kojima è un trollone. Cioè,
Sì.
questo è il gioco dei troll comunque. Tutti quelli che poteva mettere li ha messi. Sta crollando tutta. Cioè si vede l'ombra dell'Arsenal Gear praticamente dalle acque. Mamma mia.
Jack, are you reading me? Do you want to save your mission data up to this point?
Se non sbaglio pulsante sì. No, perché mi è capitato che ho sbagliato pulsante, ho fatto esci.
Your mission data has been saved.
Che poi dopo questo bisognerebbe giocare al 4. Ovviamente giocheremo anche al 4, ma dobbiamo giocarci il 3 prima.
I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database.
Ma c'era la tortura anche qua?
He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up.
Sì, il 3 è un prequel, è la storia di Big Boss. Prima che diventasse Big Boss.
It's been a while, hasn't
Però è
it?
necessario per capire
Jack the Ripper?
anche tutto il discorso dei Patriots e anche altri personaggi.
You know this fellow?
Bisogna giocarli comunque sempre in ordine di pubblicazione, secondo me, Metal Gear, non in ordine cronologico.
High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory too?
This is my son. I taught him everything. Jack.
Io leggermente nudo.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s. A civil war. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper.
Addirittura.
Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
Quindi è figlio di Solidus.
It's an interesting
Ma non credo se è
coincidence.
figlio, proprio figlio, oppure proprio figlio adottato.
What should we do with him?
Mi pare che sia adottato.
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Oh oh.
Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Perché c'è il braccio di Liquid che tenta di prendere la sua coscienza.
Sì.
How about the troops?
Beh, qua sospensione dell'incredulità comunque.
Voglia.
You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Che è una cosa molto simile, un po' secondo la teoria di Assassin's Creed, che nel DNA c'è la memoria dei propri antenati, o comunque sono le informazioni inerenti alla memoria, e quindi avendo trapiantato il braccio di Liquid, tale DNA si è miscelato a quello di cosa di Ocelot, e quindi anche la stessa memoria si è riscritta nel DNA di cosa di Ocelot. Un po' forzatissima come cosa, però fondamentalmente è quello.
I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
In qualche modo lo dovevano fare entrare nell'Arsenal Gear.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Ma anche là nella nanocomunicazione non ho capito come funzionano.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month they send me a photo of my child via network.
Che carini.
I held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake. So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt?
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain?
My job was to assist you. If Solidus
È come
gets
se
away with
parlassero
arson, your mission is a
dentro
failure.
la loro
The
mente,
Patriots would judge
fondamentalmente.
that as
Sì,
failure on my part
praticamente sì.
and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on
Che è una
your
tecnologia
success.
diversa
So you
rispetto
did
a
it all
quella
for your
del
child.
primo Metal
But
Gear
why would
Solid.
the Patriots want to help
Che
me?
comunque avevano
Are they
il
hoping
codec
I'll take Solidus
direttamente
out?
nell'orecchio.
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for
Però è
what
anche vero
purpose?
che
The
avevano anche un monitor, quindi vedevano
You'll figure
la
it out
persona con
sooner
cui
or
chiamavano.
later,
Forse
but
è
I
una
wanted
cosa
to
che
handle the
gli
truth.
appariva dentro
What
la
do you mean?
pupilla dell'occhio.
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack
È una
any minute.
tecnologia che non
He's
hanno
got to be
spiegato
stopped.
What about the
No,
virus?
No
completamente.
results so far.
al
I
tempo
think the Patriots
stesso.
have tampered with the program.
Anche lì
Was it
sospensione
work?
I
dell'incredulità.
don't know.
Get me out of this
Cioè,
thing.
funziona,
Not yet.
lo accetti,
I'll
fine.
release your restraints
Non sai come
after I
funziona.
leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar.
Ehi
He'll be
Antonio,
waiting there. I
buongiorno.
gave him a card key for the hangar.
Ciao Antonio.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Aia! Bloccato l'achievement, alleati con Olga Guglugovic. Sì, e quindi? Sarei leggermente nudo in questo momento. Colonnello?
Right. Those restraints aren't something you can remove yourself. Have faith in Olga and wait for her to deactivate them.
Non è che ci sei tu. Vabbè, aspettiamo. Vabbè, ehi, telefonata in arrivo.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Un po' nudo.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
Siamo peggio dei call
ICC
center,
rules don't mean a
veramente.
lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder?
Ma perché?
In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties.
Addirittura.
It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my god.
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Ah, libero.
Finalmente.
Pesante. È nudo. Nel caso in cui io mi voglio rimettere qua. Sempre questa benedetta cannuccia che deve coprire e censurare tutto. Whee! Siamo schifosamente nudi. Ok, almeno abbiamo la mappa.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is mission,
sta parlando un po' male.
And disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
Ha problemi di microfono.
Over and out.
E non solo quelli.
Un po' di lag.
Allora dobbiamo essere molto stealth. Nonostante io sia molto nudo.
E potresti sorprenderli.
Non solo. Questi sono soldati di quelli là della peggiore specie. Medicina. Cazzo. 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 Sì, questa musica è un... Spegni subito la console. In che senso?
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly,
sì, in effetti è una musica molto creepy.
when I came to, I was home.
Di quelle inquietanti, tipo quella di Psycho Mantis.
Fine. Forget it.
Si è fatto di...
Ci sta sul momento che con le cose
ancora!
stanno succedendo.
E basta!
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Ti stai portando la terza pelle, eh? Sappilo. Se quel tizio lì se ne va, non sarebbe male. Come cacchio lo supero quello? Devo raggiungere quella porta. In effetti posso fare così. Cazzo! Ma sì! Questo mi mira sul culo.
Sì, ti sta sparando nella chiappa praticamente.
Ascending colon.
Sei nell'intestino di Anziano Gear.
No, immagini il repertorio del primo Metal Gear.
Sì.
Che cazzo succede? Ancora.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but... Even my patience...
Oddio, che impressione.
I can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
What the fuck?
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him.
La faccia scheletrica.
Discover his code.
Questa è una missione del primo Metal Gear Solid di prendere il presidente Baker.
Sì.
Rincoglionito preciso. Ha fatto gli steroidi.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves. Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Sto cominciando a rompere.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Pure.
Eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years.
Brava.
What you did, said, everything.
Complimenti.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone.
Tipo?
Like what I felt for you.
So
Grazie.
that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
Un'altra perculata,
I
pezzetto.
know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
Ma perché sei
You
bionda?
must have
Fammi
gone over
capire.
my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying...
Eh?
I'm pregnant, Jack.
What the fuck?
Rose, what's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Beh, voglio dire.
Snake. Been waiting long?
Eccolo! In tutto il suo splendore, signori. Salute!
Where's my gear? Right over there.
Fatto lo starnutazzo di quelli bestiali.
That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is
Mi
still
ho fatto
there.
sempre ridere, anche la prima volta che ci ho giocato sono stato mezz'ora a ridere.
Io rompe il momento in una maniera.
Sì, infatti. Ma poi tipo starnuto di oh, belli. Ma non mi riesco a definire, mi sento ancora un po' raffreddato. Vediamo in corso della giornata se domani riesco a ritornare al lavoro.
It was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Sì. Sì, sì. La spada, signori.
Why? Olga asked me to give it to you.
Ora
Besides,
sì.
I'm not a big fan of
Si
blades.
diverte.
Mi sono addestrato anche alle missioni VR con la spada.
Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the LB button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Che posso tra l'altro cambiare in due tipologie di spada, che non mi ricordo se era quella blu, dovrebbe essere danni non letali.
Sì, praticamente è che praticamente giri la spada di taglio o di Oh, non mi viene come si chiama.
Vado alla parte del filo.
È il taglio quello, l'altro. Comunque, se la giri blu è il lato non affilato, per cui fai danni e non letali. E stordisci.
Il dorso della spada.
Il dorso
sì.
della spada, grazie Antonio.
Variety level 7. Shoot down the space invaders. Training will have to be postponed if we are invaded by UFO.
Ma si da UFO. Ma si è drogato di brutto. Beh, che dobbiamo fare, visto che siamo fermi qua? Ok.
Come on, time to go.
Si è incazzato Snake, gli ho dato un colpo di spada e mi ha
If you
sparato.
run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Ah, perché c'ha la bandana.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Si autocita.
Si autocita perché c'ha la bandana.
Snake.
Cittone maledetto.
Enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden.
Comunque ieri ho dato una teoria. Prende Raiden e si è fatta tutte le missioni VR, anche rivivendo le precedenti storie di Metal Gear, di Solid Snake. Proprio lo diceva. Io mi sono addestrato anche con la missione di Shadow Moses, oltre alle missioni VR, eccetera, eccetera. Quindi la mia teoria è stata questa, che noi prende finora, che abbiamo giocato ai capitoli di Metal Gear, al tempo stesso era Raiden che viveva quell'esperienza. Cioè la storia è già accaduta, però noi l'abbiamo rivissuta attraverso praticamente una simulazione VR che stava facendo Raiden, sotto skin di cosa? Di Snake.
Genialata.
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Fondamentalmente Sons of Liberty è una chiave di lettura della saga.
So are all the hostages. That's good news. How's everything on your end?
Che la smettiamo di parlare e cominciamo ad affettare qualcuno.
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Sgamati.
Vedi a metterci tanto tempo.
Arrivano. Mi lancia le munizioni. E che tutto tu stai facendo? Che pippa. Almeno. Uè. Ci vado pesante?
Andiamo proprio pesante.
E sono rimasto senza munizioni. Tu che ce l'hai infinite, dammele. Cittone.
Scusa, tu vai di spada, non dovevi andare di spada.
Sì, ma non, cioè, tutti Snake me li ha uccisi. Ui, forse è il momento di andare di spada.
Ricorda che puoi parare i proiettili. relazioni te le dà.
Sì, almeno quelle. Che è un capone per... Aia, c'è Snake, hai beccato anche me. E tutti qua che non ci piove, dai. Com'è possibile? Muori tu e non muoio io.
Ma... perché ti ha dato tutte le razioni.
Preso. Arriva. Quelli con la spada sono quelli che gli fanno più danno a Snake. Piano! A dopo se ci sono ancora, sinceramente. Ti sei messo troppo attaccato a Snake. Abbiamo finito.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
Ha,
The colonel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and
In che
experience.
senso?
That's crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden.
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No.
Ciao Antonio, buon pranzo.
Ciao, buon pranzo comunque. Sigmoid column.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Ma quale stiva?
Get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird.
Hey,
She's
Mads.
your-
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I
Ciao,
remember
Mazinga.
about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Altre razioni. Ridaglie. Ridaglie. Ah va, però che mi dovete lisciare. Ops, è morto. Io vado di affondi. Lisciotto di che mala maniera. Che cazzo? Preso.
Niente, hai fallito la missione, mi spiace. Qualcosa è andato storto.
Ma noi siamo ancora parte di questa operazione, quindi... Ce li ha messi tutti i troll in questo gioco, eh? A ridaglie.
Hai riperso? Sì, sì. Niente, non ce la fai. Proprio non ce la fai.
Fission Mileed. Con tutti i problemi del caso. E questa cosa va a giustificare anche tutti gli orrori di ortografia che ci sono stati in questo gioco.
Esatto. Che poi sono stati fatti, tutti gli orrori sono stati fatti proprio dalla IA.
Bah. Stamattina mi sono svegliato con tutta la faccia e mi faceva male, mal di denti, insomma, casino. Vediamo in corso della giornata, tra tachipirine e altre cose, se riesco a stare meglio.
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us.
Ma qual è sto padre che t'ha
Everyone I
ucciso,
love has been
scusami?
taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone.
Sono passati 23 anni. E non è invecchiato. Anzi, è stato solo profetico per certi versi.
Purtroppo, aggiungerei.
Purtroppo.
You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Minchia, forse siamo proprio allo scontro. Abbiamo 25 Metal Gear Ray da distruggere.
Auguri.
25! Se già sclerato con quello con il Rex, figuriamoci con questi 25 Ray.
E non sei in Revengeance, dove li affetti come se fossero a burro.
Mamma mia. Anche se quello non è canonico.
Lo so, però è
Con tutto che è ambientato dopo 4 anni dopo il 4.
Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
Ma non solo, perché qua c'è una... Metal Gear è anche una rottura della quarta parete, è stato molto profetico su determinati argomenti a livello di ecosistema, guerra, politica, poi fantapolitica, attenzione. Però in questo capitolo si parla anche del grande potere che si dà alle persone su internet, a quanto noi siamo... creduloni poi a certe cose.
Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack?
Jack.
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it. And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
Nel frattempo vi devo salutare, che è pronto anche il mio di pranzo.
Grazie Gabriele. Io proseguo per qualche altro minuto.
Ok, io sono una zinga, Warbumper,
anche se penso che il finale lo dovremmo vedere stasera.
Vediamo, casomai se ci sono finisco pure io, non ti do conferma.
Vabbè.
Se ci sono, con piacere vengo.
Intanto mi faccio il combattimento con il re, vediamo dove arrivo.
Auguri.
Grazie.
Ciao a tutti allora. E buon pranzo. Ciao.
Fortunatamente so come batterli. Ok, siamo noi. Siamo pronti? Gambetta. Boccuccia. Preso. Uno credo che sia andato. Cazzo. Sono delle razioni al centro. Quasi quasi. Passiamo al prossimo. Cazzo. E poi mi è finita addosso. Aia. Opla. Forse conviene che quello al centro me lo tolgo. Accidenti. Ecco, quello togliamocelo. Poi se vi fate la sostituzione. Quanti cacchio me ne sono rimasti? Potrei dire troppo. Attivamele le gambette. Quello al centro è sempre quello più a portata di mano. Ne ho uno dietro. Sì, ne ho uno dietro. Oh, ma non finiscono mai. Ma che palle. Ah, ok. Ricetta alla prima run, eh?
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
Proprio preciso.
So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family! I know I'm going to hell, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Dobbiamo fare i fighi a tutti i costi. Minchia. Pezzo di merda. Han fame. Per te solo le lame. In tutti i sensi.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on?
Oh.
What's wrong with it?
Sono impazziti.
GW, it's out of control.
What?
Sarebbe a dire che vi abbiamo fregato.
Cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Sanguinano? Non penso proprio, però.
Stupid machines.
Intanto vi lascio al video, poi vi faccio altre cose. Però mi sa che questa cutscene durerà per un bel po'. È bello, però non c'è un Metal Gear totalmente diverso, è più un Devil May Cry. Sempre come protagonista Raiden.
Damn the Patriots. You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Bring him in.
Devo salvare? Mi sa di sì. Allora facciamo una cosa.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW,
Sì,
the
a
Arsenal
voglia.
AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Ah, signore. Scusate. Mi ero allontanato e giustamente già sono crepato.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Però voglio dire, non è che mi sta a spezzare il collo.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really?
Simpatico.
It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is
Comunque ti
contained
consiglio di
in
recuperarlo
GW,
il Metal Gear Rising
including
se hai
that
finito,
list of
ti
the
sei
highest
giocato anche il
12 members
4.
of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one. While we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready
Allora
to
sì.
go.
A nuclear
Ti consiglio di
strike won't stop
recuperarlo.
them.
Tanto penso che lo trovi anche in
Damage their
offerta.
power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things
Non è
first.
canonico, però va giocato tutto
Of
sommato.
course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow
Sì,
Moses.
parecchio.
What?
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his
Ma lui
pacemaker.
doveva fare il regista. Poi lui l'ha sempre detto, tra l'altro, in certe interviste, il 70% del mio corpo è composto
As
da
for the
film.
president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Fox Die. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
Sì, l'ha sempre detto.
Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius.
Ah, lo puoi trovare anche a meno.
This training kernel will provide more than enough data to
Se
formulate
ti prendi cerchi la chiave su altri siti come su Eneba o sul motore di ricerca All Shop, la stessa chiave di Steam la puoi trovare secondo me anche a meno.
Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
Non era prevista quella.
I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of your project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No.
Sì.
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you.
Era il mantello che portava lei che gli consentiva di non essere colpita né da proiettili né da bombe e cose varie.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Altro che Fortune.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural.
Ah, ok, era quello. Era quell'apparecchio lì. Non era il mantello. Niente, non ce la può fare.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal.
Te la dovrei spiegare, forse conviene che te la spiego in privato. È che non so come contattarti. Ma in caso ti scrivo direttamente nella chat di Twitch e ti spiego. Che le chiavi la puoi trovare anche a prezzo più basso. O su Instagram, vediamo dove ti posso chiamare.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No, not now!
Sì, vabbè, oggi sono libero comunque. Più tardi ti mando, ti scrivo.
Brothers!
Liquid!
Ma tipo ha spawnato sulla testa del re, non c'è. E fa puff ed è parso.
I've been waiting for this! It can't be! I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken. You were inside Ocelot? Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy. It was you 2 years ago? Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here. What? You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good. You know where they are? How? Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host?
But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one snake and one big boss.
Va bene, ok, grazie di essere passato.
Time to say goodbye.
Damn.
Sì. Vedrò che posso fare.
Liquid, stop this thing. Hey, Snake, you coming?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Ragazzi, il combattimento finale lo facciamo ormai stasera. Purtroppo pensavo di farcela nel finire. Aspetto ormai che c'è la cosa, finisce la cutscene, salviamo e poi ci rivediamo con più calma più tardi, sul tardo pomeriggio lo finiamo. No, sono ancora qua. Nel frattempo ho fatto altre cose, sapendo che comunque la cosa è molto lunga, quindi aspettiamo ormai finisce questo dialogo e ci salutiamo. Mi dispiace che devo troncare il finale, ma avremo modo anche di poterne parlare con più calma stasera una volta che l'abbiamo finito.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix. It's time we were both free. I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
Allora ragazzi, aspettate un secondo che io andando salvo la partita.
Jack, are you okay? How's your murdering going?
Allora, faremo così. Ci vediamo penso più tardi. Lo finiamo. E visto che comunque il prossimo... Scusate. Perché c'è la musica altissima. Ok. Lo finiamo. E visto che comunque poi il prossimo capitolo sarà il 3, quindi si tornerà nel passato, credo che sia il momento, con la scusa stasera, anche di fare una analisi di tutto quello che abbiamo vissuto con i primi capitoli di Metal Gear Solid e Metal Gear 2. Quindi stasera vi aspetto che facciamo il finale, ma anche commentiamo, e con il libro che vi ho mostrato l'altra volta leggeremo comunque una somma di tutto quello che abbiamo vissuto finora per avere chiaro il quadro della situazione. Quindi vi aspetto comunque stasera, penso, vediamo, o alle 7:30 o dopo cena, stiamo a vedere. Vi tengo aggiornati su Instagram e su Telegram. Grazie a tutti di essere passati, grazie ad Antonio, a Mazinga, a Gabriele e a Palkez che è passato pure, non so se ci siete ancora. Vi auguro un buon proseguimento di giornata e vi aspetto più tardi. A presto ragazzi. Ciao ciao ciao.